We are officially getting out of Florida. Like, for real, we are moving out of this state. And I could not be more excited, but also just, I can't believe we're here again.
Get the hell out of Florida. If you're planning a visit, cancel it. If you live there and you are able to leave, do it now. Ron DeSantis has passed some extreme legislation down there. We've all heard about it. We saw it coming. A lot of people have already fled Florida. But it is now law. It is now law that if you have a transgendered child, the state can take them from you, whether you live there or you're visiting there. Whether your child is fully transitioned or just started gender affirming care.
So last night, my girlfriend Kelly and I had a conversation that in my wildest dreams, I would have never imagined that I would be having. We talked about leaving the state of Florida, and not only just leaving, but the fact that we need to start developing a plan to leave on a whim's notice in an emergency situation if things get really bad. And, we've been talking for a while about how do we know when it's that time to go? When is it so obvious that it's so unsafe? And I think for us, this week was really that kicker. Between the 6-week abortion ban, the travel advisories that were put out for members of the LGBTQ plus community traveling to Florida. And then I think what was the real kicker was finding out yesterday that a new bill has been proposed that would allow medical doctors and insurance companies the ability to deny care to anyone that they choose if they believe that the person they are treating goes against their moral or religious beliefs.
All right, guys, so I've done a few videos on this subject leading up into this video right here that I feel is an extremely fascinating video. I've done a couple videos about the travel advisories that have been issued for the state of Florida by the woke activists telling so-called minorities not to come to Florida, that Florida is not safe because of laws being passed by the GOP and Ron DeSantis. Okay, like for example, they told black people not to come to Florida because it's not safe, because apparently not being able to teach queer history in African American studies is an attack on black people. Okay, it's dangerous for black people to be there. Okay, not the criminals that were tearing up Miami. Okay, who a lot of them who happen to be black, right? They're not the danger to black folks or the people there in Florida. Is actually Ron DeSantis banning queer history being taught in AP African American studies. Amazing stuff. They also, the pride groups have issued a travel advisory for LGBTQ people, warning them not to come to Florida because apparently it is dangerous due to the fact that drag queens can't perform in front of children anymore, right? Apparently it's dangerous. They've started canceling pride parades, and there's a movement on TikTok to have an LGBTQ/black exodus from Florida. Yes, that's right. You have a bunch of people going online on TikTok talking about how they are moving out of Florida because apparently it is too dangerous for so-called minorities, namely the LGBTQ community and black folks. And I want to respond to this video from this white liberal woman who is going out and basically telling people, hey, don't go to Florida, including so-called people of color. And she got shocked at the response that she got from some people that she was trying to warn about going to Florida. And I want to respond to it because it's hilarious, first and foremost, but also it does reveal the mindset of the white liberal in regards to how they view black people who don't agree with them, right? It's almost as if they can't comprehend the idea that there are black people out there that don't go along with the liberal/progressive narrative. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it.
I said, does anybody have family members in the state of Florida or is planning to travel to Florida anytime soon? In the gas station, right? And a couple of people lifted their hands and stuff. And I said, well, several advocacy groups have issued a warning to not travel to the state of Florida because of all of these bans and legislation and everything like that against immigration, immigrants, and LGBTQIA issues. Businesses big and small. They're even going after Disney.
Yeah. So before she get in, I just want to say this. about the travel advisories. I think it's one of the silliest things in the world. But hey, if I was in Florida and I was a common sense, law-abiding citizen, I wouldn't say anything, right? I'd be like, okay, well, if y'all want to issue a travel advisory against people coming here who happen to commit crimes, right, when they come, or, you know, people who are coming here with the intent of trying to promote legislation and laws designed to allow children to talk to teachers about sex, or to, get sex change operations and stuff like that, and to be able to go to drag shows, maybe it's a good thing that less of you guys come here, right? I'm just saying, maybe this national divorce thing is working out a lot better than what people initially thought, because leftists, apparently, they're trying to exodus Florida, right? They say, we're done with Florida. We are conceding Florida to the right-wing Christian bigots, right? That is what, it seems like the left is doing now when it comes to Florida, right? They're so upset with DeSantis, they can't stop him. So they're like, you know what, we're going to quit, right? We're going to take our ball and go home. Which, again, I'm just saying, that might actually be the best outcome here.
Telling Disney what they can and can't do with their business. And the clerk, who's mixed black and something else, said to me, Disney should have kept its mouth shut and stayed out of political business. And I went, the NAACP has also issued a warning to the black community to stay away from the state of Florida because it's getting dangerous for the BIPOC community, which is you.
Okay, see, this is really why I want to do this video, okay? This part right here, this is all you need to see to understand the mind of the white liberal, okay? This person is straight up shocked that a black person who was a clerk at this store, a member of the so-called BIPOC community, whatever the hell that is not going along with the left-wing liberal narrative that Ron DeSantis is evil, that he hates black people, and that Florida is dangerous for blacks, okay? And in fact, this black clerk actually sides with DeSantis when it comes to his dispute with Disney, saying that, hey, Disney should stay out of political business. It's almost as if black folks actually don't like, big corporate America pushing a woke agenda on children, right? I don't think many black folks are okay with that. But these people think that because they own black folks, right? White liberals actually really do believe that. They believe that, hey, we control how you're supposed to think. And if you don't think like that, you're not actually really black, right? You're not really down for the team. And this person right here on the screen here is shocked. They're shocked. They can't comprehend the idea of a black person not thinking the same way that they think, not going along with the NAACP. Because again, black folks supposed to go along with these organizations that have been approved by the white liberals and progressives as, for black folks. When clearly the NAACP, is just a censorship and a propaganda organization at this point, in a race hustling organization, more so than an actual civil rights organization nowadays. And she thinks that black people don't know that, right? That black people are supposed to just go along with anything that, again, their approved groups, the NAACP, says. Again, it's amazing how this person is implying that this person is supposed to just go along with something because they're black, because they belong to the BIPOC community. I'm black, and I've never associated myself or called myself a BIPOC person, okay? I don't think I even call myself a person of color, okay? I've never called myself that, and these are ridiculous terms that are used by white liberals to try to throw so-called minorities all in one bucket, okay? To make it seem like, well, all you guys are the same. You all have the same issues. We're going to try to fight against the conservative white man, right? That's basically what they do here, okay? That's what the point is, okay? That's all intersectionality is, okay? Intersectionality is just, how are we all the same in our fight against the white man, right? That is literally the definition of intersectionality. So yeah, this person is shocked that a black person is not going along with his narrative that DeSantis is evil, he hates blacks, this black person is actually siding with Disney and saying, yeah, they should stay the hell out of politics. DeSantis is right. This person is probably pissed. They're upset. They're losing their mind. They can't stand the idea that a so-called person of color isn't going along with their narrative, okay? That a black person is not afraid to go to Florida because a white liberal told them that they should be afraid to go to Florida. Amazing.
And the guy behind, 2 people behind me, says, oh, you mean the cults? And I looked back, the cults? The cults that want to do the. He said, you know what we should have? We should have a go to work cult.
Facts.
What? What? And I said, I'm a retired vet. I don't go to work. I said, but I'm gay. I can't go to Florida now.
Well, I mean, only you are keeping yourself from going to Florida. Okay, nobody else. The imaginary danger in your head because kids can't get sex changes in Florida now. That is what's keeping you from going. Not any real danger or threat.
And he went off. Like, these are the people you just. And so I looked at the clerk again. I said, do you feel the same way? He said, yes. And I'm like, oh, Lord. And then they started talking about Christian values. And that's my cue.
Oh, black people talk about Christian values. Again, this person is really going to be hurt. They really upset. They really butthurt. They can't stand it. They can't stand it.
I just wanted to give a warning. Like, that's it. You should see how extensive the advisory is and the lists of reasons why they issued the warning. It's bad. I said,
yeah, so again, as you can see, this person is distraught. They're upset, right? They are really, really mad that so-called people of color aren't going along with her warning that, hey, it's not safe for you to travel to Florida because of your skin color. She's mad because she got rejected for trying to issue a travel advisory to normal people at a gas station who don't go along with the mainstream liberal media narrative. Again, it's absolutely hilarious. But to those people who are, again, evacuating Florida, leaving Florida because of the laws that have been passed there, hey, it is what it is, right? I'm not going to say don't go or don't leave. I don't live in Florida, but I'm just saying, I think that this is the optimal solution. People who don't agree with the laws that have been passed in the states they live should just move to another state, go somewhere where you agree with the stuff they do over there. And that's it, right? I think that's the optimal solution for this country. So, hey, you love to see it. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a black conservative perspective. Peace.